Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow, and I'm gonna do a video on the M6, the American Tier 6 heavy tank. And right away you will notice there's something familiar about this tank. It looks exactly like the T1 Heavy. And there you go, that's the T1 Heavy. Notice the difference? The gun is a little bit bigger, and that's about it. uh, there isn't that much difference. Okay, the biggest difference is the hull armor is a little bit better. It's 102 in the front instead of the 80 something, 83 of the T1 Heavy. But the T1 has a 102 millimeter turret armor, whereas the M6 only has 83. And that is actually the top turret. There's no armor increase on the turret. But as you can see, it's quite small, and people don't usually aim at that, and the commander's hatch is pretty small as well. Now, the side armor on the hull is 44, and the rear is 41, which means do not show your sides to the enemy. The turret armor is 83 all around, so that's pretty good. Now there is a sort of like a bad thing about this tank where most people who play it really hate it. That's probably because they were still using the M1A1 76mm cannon or the M1A2 76mm cannon. They are not that great. They have 128 millimeters of penetration and 115 damage, so that's like a medium tank gun. In fact, that is a medium tank gun. If I go into medium tanks, and here's the M4A3E2, it's using the M1A2 76mm cannon. So you will be very glad once you get this 90mm. It has 160 millimeters of penetration and 240 average damage, and that's pretty good. Now the accuracy is 0.38, it's not bad, and 2.3 second aiming time is pretty good. It reloads in about 7.8 seconds. And that's with 100% crew. I just got 100%. I haven't got any new skills to put in yet. Or, well, I will eventually. I'll have to pick one. But on to the statistics. There's 870 millimeter, not millimeters, 870 hit points. And it has a 480... That's probably not wrong. No, that's right. 480 meter radio. I'm kind of used to the German radios, but that's a pretty crappy radio. Even though, well, that's the best you can get. So that's it. 350 view range. It's average. I think almost everything has around there except the Russians. Russians have a little bit less. Tier 6. Well, let's find out. 330. So, there you go. I'm sure the Germans have something better. 370, yeah. Okay, anyways, back to the M6. Like the T1, you will have a pretty bad time if you're going and showing your sides. There's a lot of track, and damage can be absorbed quite a bit if they aim for it. But in Tier 6 battles, most people are starting to get the hang of their tanks, and they'll be shooting over here in your vulnerable hull. And, well, your engine's kind of there as well, and that's no good. 102 millimeters of hull armor in the front isn't that great. This is a tier 6, and the Tiger has 100 millimeters only, and that's a tier 7. However, the Tiger has 100 millimeters in the front and 82 on the sides. This thing has 44 on the sides, and there's no way you can bounce anything off of that unless it's at a super extreme angle, kind of like that, and they shoot at your sides. I don't know why they would, but if they missed, it might bounce off your sides at this angle. Now, there's a word of warning when you are angling this tank. These cheeks, I guess, when you angle them, these become very vulnerable because they become flat, and some people will take advantage of it. It is kind of small, but if you're brawling in the city and there's some guy that's, you know, around the corner, he'll probably be able to hit it, and if not, he'll get your tracks or your turret, something like that. So this is it's a pretty vulnerable tank unless you're, you know, at average distance away, I guess, and you have to really angle this properly. It's kind of hard to play it because, well, it doesn't have the super turret armor that the higher tier American heavy tanks have, and the gun depression isn't extreme. It's kind of average. So you're gonna have to play this exactly like you play the T1 heavy. And well, if you went through the T1 to get to this, to the M6, you're set. You know how to play the tank. It's exactly the same. Except you'll be facing bigger tanks. Tier 8s, in fact. If you're in a tier 8 game, try to hide as best as possible. Just pop out and take quick shots, because you can do that in this. This is a very fast. Actually, it says speed limit of 35, but it feels very fast. I guess it's the acceleration, and that kind of makes it feel fast. So, I don't have any equipment on this thing. I don't think it's really worth it on a tier 6 anyway. I don't lose money with this guy. Do I? Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, it's fully upgraded. Alright, so anyways, on to the replay. Alright, so here we are on Live Oaks. It's a standard battle. And pretty much I'm waiting for the team to move out. This is a tier 8 battle. And I'm in a tier 6 tank, so you gotta be very cautious. See what I'm talking about? About the speed? It's there already. It gets up to its maximum speed almost instantly. Alright, so T-44 can't get a hit on him, and those guys are behind extreme cover. Lots of houses in the way. So we got a Tiger shooting the house. I guess that's okay. T-50. Basically, there's a lot of tanks around, and I'm just trying to shoot at targets that I can penetrate easily. Okay, so there's that T-44. Alright, lost sight of him. I'm just checking to see if anybody's going to be popping around behind me. That's never a good thing. Doesn't look like the T-44 is going to pop out anytime soon, so I'm going to change direction and go for it. Type 59. He's gone. That Yak Tiger 8.8 is really low on health. Alright, there's the Sherman Jumbo. Get a nice shot on him. And I'm watching out for that T-29 and T-44. So the T-29 is in front and the T-44 is kind of behind. Oh, no more shot on that Sherman Jumbo. What's that? Oh, he's actually coming out. So we'll just catch him on the run. And he's gone. So there's a Type 59 in front, and I don't want to have our Yak Tiger 8.8 die. So eventually I will move up. Alright, here we go. KV-13 is going to help with the Type 59, and I'm gonna go after that T-29. Alright, I just need to make sure that he can't get shots in on me from behind. And there's that T-29. It doesn't look like he's got the big 105, and he doesn't. He's bounced off of me. That was probably a lucky bounce. He might actually be using the 90 mil at that moment. So he's looking at me right now, and I'm just checking to make sure he's not looking at me anymore. Okay, and move out. Oh, and he's been killed already. So there we go. Looks like we've cleared out the town very well. Doesn't look like anybody's crossed the bridge or past those guys that are defending on the bridge. So I'm gonna continue forward and help out the team. Grill, nope, can't get a shot. Keep going. SU-100, oh, and he's backed off. Alright, so SU-100 has a very large gun. And nobody wants to get hit by that gun. Obviously, I don't know what gun he's using right now. I'm just assuming that everybody has a big gun. Alright, good. He's not aiming at me. Let's take a quick shot and keep moving. There's a line down there somewhere that I can't detect. Okay, well, he's just taking a shot at the KV-13. I can't take too many shots from a tier 8. In fact, the line seems to be doing... It's a pretty small amount of damage. Oh, T-29. Alright. Let's get in here. Okay. I'm gonna go hide behind the house, see what happens. Alright, T-29 hit me, and I managed to knock down part of my own cover, so I'm gonna go into the little ditch here and use some depression. So some of the depression, I still have to go up pretty far, but my turret isn't as big as the rest of my tank, so there's a chance he might miss. Penetration, alright. I really hate that, but I probably hit his tracks, and then the next shot misses. So, here, using terrain as cover. That's a good thing. Oh, the lion! He's come out. And here you see gun depression isn't that great, and in fact he's still behind the hills. So I gotta go up a bit and watch this. I can't hit him. And I don't want to get hit again. So I back off just to make sure that that T-29 isn't gonna shoot me. Alright, here we go. I got some good angle on him this time. He's still not looking at me. He's killed the KV-13. Now he's looking at me, and he's gone. T-29, get another hit. That's the last guy. T-29 is the last guy. Oh, and there he goes. Artillery got him. Okay. So, here are the stats. Alright, so thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave a comment. See you guys in the next video.